Welcome to the Closer's Toolbox. This video presentation will demonstrate in the Members Process tab the 7th day of our follow-up with our new member. Okay, so we'll click on Bib Day 7 here. Again, keep in mind, as in the last videos, the Toolbox cross-section, which will give us an overview of where we need to be as a veteran member talking with our new members. So we'll simply go back to our sheet there. That's day 7. Day 7 lets us know that we are now ready for the business development meeting. So by now you're scheduled on the Google Calendar, they've accepted, and we're ready to move forward. So in this particular day, the process will begin with a phone call. So we won't have any text messages or notes at this juncture. There'll be notes later, but we're going to basically have a phone call that is going to take us directly into the phone script. Okay, so again, we'll go find day 7, and we'll go in there and do that as we know to do by going into our phone scripts, picking the bib script and clicking, and that will take us to day 7. Okay. So going back, first of all, to our Carbon Copy Pro platform, this is the point at which they are going to have just the day 7 number exposed. So you can see the other 2 are completed. So day 7 is now the business development meeting. Okay, so what we're going to demonstrate here is essentially this is what you're going to be doing and saying in this call, the importance of this call. This is where the rubber will meet the road. So I'll outline essentially what will take place in this call before we get into it, and that is your objective as a veteran member will be here to confirm that the Start Here page has been completed, that their product line has been chosen, and if not so, they will learn to do that after this meeting. And to discuss with them their business plan, their objectives that they've spent over an hour filling out, and why this is important to them. And then the resources that they're going to have to move ahead with the business and the level of business. You're going to discuss in this money spent versus time with developing their ad campaigns, product positioning, market level and market planning. And then after you complete this, there's going to be a call to action. One, if they haven't placed their order, to get their order placed. And then they're going to be moving into the process of the daily method of operation. That's when you're going to generate the email action day 7 for them while you're on the phone. And you're going to basically go over the daily method of operation and let them know what their assignment is so that you can have your first review. As you see, if we look back at our overall member process sheet, the last thing that will finish out on day 7 is the alert back from them that they have shared the link, the DMO, and they're ready for the review, which takes place in day 10. Okay? It's at this period that more likely they will be having their system set up and their marketing turned on live. So let's go into a little bit of what you're going to be discussing, and we'll jump right into the directive here. And of course, right before the directive, let's make sure that you now are going to go into your doc file and you're going to open up your business plan, okay, that's in your business folder. And in there, you're going to see the name of the person you're talking. There'll be several names, but you're going to outline the one that is for the purpose of this discussion. And all you have to do, by the way, is simply lighten it up with a color so that as you're scrolling across, if you lose it, you can get right back to it again. Okay? So you're going to go through and discuss all of these items. Red is very important because those are things that are a must. I mean, depending on how they answer those, it's going to tell you where they're going to go with your business. The dark green are more pertinent to more short term and what they're going to be doing very quickly in this business. Okay, so those you want to definitely go over them with them as well. Okay, so again, take some time with your new member, going over their business plan and answering any questions that they might have with regard to some of their thought processes and why they developed this for themselves as you see it. And really, it's a great way to develop, a deep level trust conversations, knowing what their traits are, their character traits, and how those are going to be used to help them succeed in this business. It gives away some of their goals, both long term and short term. As you get into some of these things, it lets them know what they want to see the first year and where they're willing to enroll now into the business. So very important that you get through this business plan with them succinctly so that they can understand and know that you know where they're coming from too as you mentor them along in the business. Okay? So with that now, once you're complete with the business plan, we're going to go back to our script that will outline us to where we're going to go in for the directive now. So it's at this point that you're going to be sharing the business level cash flow sheet with them. So you basically open up, again, your business level cash flow, find out where that is, okay? And once that's open, then you'll be able to go right into your private link and open that up, and you'll basically share with them their email. Make sure they can only view it, and then pick share, and now send them to their email, and in their email they will have a link that they can open up, and they can be side by side working with the very same sheet, okay, as you're discussing things. So important to note that they'll be able to follow along. They'll see your cursor as you'll be able to see theirs. So as you get along in the business sheet, and it's important as you're going to discuss this with them in each of these levels, is that you become familiar with this spreadsheet yourself. The spreadsheet, understand clearly that you're not going to be putting any numbers into place here. You're just going to be talking about what these levels will be able to do for them. Many people want to know what they're going to do in a month, what they're going to do in 6 months, what they're going to do if they do this or do that. All of those questions will be answered. You won't be scrambling. You'll have something concrete that you can work with that, of course, is all potential, and it's all, as the sheet says, the disclaimer is that it's all based on their performance. And these are, for example, the metrics that you're using in the sheet that are given to you here are all lifetime, averages over the lifetime of Carbon Copy Pro, and so these are not necessarily things that they're going to do. They may overperform, or they may underperform, or they may meet it at par, but it gives them a benchmark to which they can begin and work their business. So as you go along into the business level spreadsheet, you're going to discuss the ad campaigns and how they're going to get all of those, the metrics column, how they're going to get these percentages that you see down here into place. And then you're also going to determine right there on the spot, based on their business plan, where and what level they're going to be coming in at, if they haven't already done so. So if your new member is stated on the business plan that they're coming in as a gold, then you're going to move directly to the gold marketing tab. That's 30% commissions. Okay? So here you are at the gold level. Now they are also being asked, because they see this link, they're sharing the link with you as you've shared it with them, and they're going to now be on the gold. Okay? And so you're going to basically discuss the amount of ad campaign that they're going to put in for 6 months. You're going to discuss what that will mean to them at an $8 lead cost. If that lead cost changes, subsequently also the paid lead count will change. If the lead cost is more expensive, there'll be less leads. If the lead cost is less, there'll be more leads. There's a direct relationship between that $1,000 fixed amount that you put in each and every month for 6 months will do for your lead cost. And then the number of free leads that will be generated in the first early months. And then on the 7th month, they're simply going to have the business revenues that will come down here in calculations now facilitating that ad spend for the remainder of the year. So there will be no more out-of-pocket costs going into this ad spend, okay, if they're wise with their money in the first few months. and again, leveraging their business at the highest position that they can get started at.